Here's Misty's dream first. In her dream, she is listening to a voice message beside a possessed man. What could it possibly mean? Let's have a look. Dream first. She says, I'm in a house listening to a voice message. A male is cussing and saying horrible things to me. I think he might be possessed. Immediately, vibrations intensely course through my body. I instantly think his energy might be affecting me, and then the vibrations lower. I quickly realize it's my angels. Then the vibrations rise again. I say, I surrender. The vibrations are so intense that it sets off my new Fitbit to vibrate as well. I have messages alerting to my Fitbit. Then once the intensity slows and dissipates, I see angelic white light as if I'm wearing it as eyewear. I know the negative energy is cleared and that I was protected by my angelic team. And that's the dream. So a bit of a scary one for Misty. And her comment is, she says, I have had these vibrational connections in a groggy state before, but never intense like that in the dream. I'm just wondering if the dream was exactly as it was, i.e. angels protecting me from negative energy, or if it is still symbolic. Thank you. Well, the short answer is you are not possessed. And the dream is accurate, but there is also symbolism in there as well. So let's have a look again. I'm in a house listening to voice messages. So in a house is you and your body. It's the most common thing we see in dreams, being in a house or building. So it's you, the soul, being in a body. And in that body, you have the ability to listen to messages. So these are messages from the spirit world you're able to channel. You're able to communicate with spirits. You say a male is cussing and saying horrible things to me. Okay, so there's some issues there. Work you need to do on yourself. All connected to a male. I think he might be possessed. So this is the part that you're kind of scared about, I suppose. So let's take it that he is possessed. It's not a common thing. You know, it's very popular in Hollywood to see people possessed. We do come across it. And, you know, it's not really that somebody completely takes over a body, although that can happen. But it's never anything to have a fear about. If you're a channel and you learn to communicate with the spirit world, it's one of the big fears people have is, what if I let an angel or a spirit or something I think is an angel use my body to communicate and it doesn't want to leave? And again, it's a Hollywood thing. But the techniques for dealing with communication are so simple. That is just something you never have to worry about. Even if a spirit did maliciously try to do that to you, there is no problem. You can get them out in seconds. It's not really anything to be concerned about. And if it is something you are concerned about, you can write to me and I'll let you know, Misty, how to deal with it. Anyway, why am I saying all that? Because you are able to work with people who, I wrote this down earlier, who are possessed, and you're asked to be fearless. When fear sets in, your vibrations lower in this dream. And so possession isn't just necessarily, oh, there's another spirit in a body. It can be an influence, a negative influence on a person. And it could just be like a small blockage. Anyway, you're able to deal with those things. So not only is it something you don't need to worry about, other people will ultimately come to you for help in dealing with these things. So you say, anyway, immediately vibrations intensely course through my body. So that's really cool. We like the vibrations. We come here to raise our vibration. That's the whole point of coming to the earth plane. I instantly think that his energy might be affecting me, and other people's energy does, and that then the vibrations lower. So we see here, as soon as you get a little bit afraid, your own vibrations go down. So you need to learn how to stay in this high vibrational state around people who are negative or possessed, and you have no worries. I quickly realize it's my angels. Great. Then the vibrations rise again. I say, I surrender. Good. So another thing that's important to say here, most channels this isn't an issue for. This really only is an issue for people who are trance channels, the ones who do let spirits use their body and talk through their body. And I know lots of people who do that. That's what they do all day long with all their clients, and they love it. And these are the people who are most used to telling the energy of somebody that's around or the spirit that's going, and have no fears around it whatsoever at all. You say the vibrations are so intense that it sets off my new Fitbit to vibrate as well. I have messages alerting to my Fitbit. So again, it's all about the messages. You started off listening to a voice message. So that's clairaudient, being able to hear your guides or angels. And then you have messages coming to the Fitbit. So you have this sensory thing that goes off because the Fitbit alerts and vibrates. So you have this built-in sensory mechanism that tells you when you're receiving a message. Perfect. Then once the intensity slows and dissipates, I see angelic white light as if I'm wearing it as eyewear. So eyewear then is about clairvoyance. So you also see images. So you have two ways of communicating with angels: clairaudience and clairvoyant. Clairaudience sometimes people mix up because it's not like you hear a voice outside your head, although you typically will hear that occasionally. It's you hear it inside your head, and you have to learn to discern that voice from your own voice, your own inner voice. Anyway, then you say, I know the negative energy is cleared and that I was protected. So there you go. So nothing to be afraid of. Obviously, the dream is talking about fears, but you don't need to have them. Thank you for watching this clip from the Dream Interpretation Podcast. If you want to hear the whole show, there's a link directly under this video. Please like and share with your friends, all of your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast at thedreaminterpretationpodcast.com. That's also where you can submit your dream to the show and have yours featured. You can also download my free dictionary that has thousands of symbols that will help you understand the meaning of your dreams. Thanks for listening.